Hi guys, John Morose here and welcome. Recently I did a tutorial on Facebook pages, and at the time they were using a application called FBML, which is kind of like Facebook's own twist on HTML. Well, since then they've come out with a new application called iframe that really makes it super easy to create a capture page or a page on Facebook to get your prospects to promote your business or whatever you might be offering. Key here is to really add value, but since then I wanted to cover iframes and how you can really get into this to create a capture page or a landing page within Facebook, literally within minutes. It's really easy to do, and a lot of the teammates have also been asking me, hey John, how do you get those Facebook pages to be blurred, and then you have to click like, and as soon as you click like, then it goes unblurry, and people can read what you have to say and opt into your your boot camp, whatever it might be. So I'm going to cover that in this brief tutorial, and let's get into it. Now again, right below the video here you'll see that I have a whole bunch of notes, so you can pretty much just follow along here. So once I upload the video, all of it's going to be right below it and you can just follow along. So first thing you want to do, you obviously want to be logged into Facebook, and then you want to go to this URL here called facebook.com/pages/create.php. So I'm just going to copy that over, and you can see I'm logged into Facebook here, and I'm just going to paste that in. And the first thing that pops up here is an area for you to choose. Now if you have a local business or place, obviously you want to choose this. In most cases, the people that are watching this video, you're probably just going to choose public figure. So that's what I'm going to choose in this one. So I'm going to just scroll down to public figure, and this one I'm just going to call test page, and you simply agree to the terms to get started. And once that page loads, probably the first thing that you're going to want to do is upload a image that's going to go here to the left. Now there's a couple things you can do here. Many people just upload their own picture, but I found some dimensions that work really well with Facebook here. So if you want to get real fancy, personally I use Photoshop. I actually just did a Facebook page for a local club here in Jacksonville, and what I did is you can see here the dimensions that I use here, which is 195 pixels wide by 500 pixels deep. Now it really doesn't have to be 500 pixels deep. It can be any length that you really want it to be, because that will go down this whole page here on the left hand side, but I've just seen that 500 pixels works pretty well. So for example, I use Photoshop. Here's a image that I just recently created to add to a page, so I'm just going to go ahead and upload this one just as an example. So just click on upload. I'm going to browse on my computer, click on the Facebook sidebar here, grab this one, and as you can see here, it fits very nicely with the page. So it's 195 pixels wide by 500 deep. Now if you don't have Photoshop, it's completely fine. I know there's a bit of a cost to Photoshop. This is just what I use. I've also left a Photoshop alternative called Photo Filter. You can click right here. It's completely free for life. It doesn't cost you a penny. It's a really nice program that lets you size everything up and get kind of fancy with your images. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to do. After you've uploaded your image to your new page, you want to copy this area here. It's called Static HTML iframe tab. So I'm just going to press Control C. I want to go back to my page here, and in the search box just paste that in. And as you can see, the first thing that pops up here is the Static HTML iframe tabs. Simply click on that, and when this page loads here, you're going to want to go to the application. So click Go to App, and here you're just going to choose the page that you want to load the application to. So let's choose test page, because this is the one that we're currently working on, and let's go ahead and add the Static HTML iframes to that to this page. You can see it's going to redirect right back to your page, which is great. And this is where the new application lives. It's in the Welcome tab. So you want to click on Welcome, and this is really neat stuff here. This is where the whole blur effect comes in, and how you can have fans and non-fans and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get into this in just a second, but in this area is where we're going to want to start, because this is where when someone clicks like, this is the content that they're going to see. So let's just type something simple in here. This is where your content and pictures will go above your opt-in form. Alright, simple enough. Save the tab, and you want to view this as if you were a fan. This is after somebody clicks like. And I'm doing it backwards for a reason here, and I'll get to that in just a minute. So this is where your content and pictures will go above the opt-in form. Good stuff, easy enough, but we want to add a little bit more to this. So let's go back to the welcome area. And what I recommend is, you can add, if you've got pictures that you want to host in there, it's real easy to do. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. It's just a little code that you have to add, and you'll have your whole page all set up. But you can add your with just a little bit of HTML. So you can, make a, let's say for example, content, you want to make that bold. So you would just go here and add bold. So for example, let's take a look at that one more time. That's as a fan, and you can see that the word content is now bolded. So bunch of stuff on that, real easy to do, but let's get back into it again, and let's add an opt-in form. So to add an opt-in form, personally I use Aweber. I know a lot of people use GetResponse and iContact. I like Aweber for its analytics and what it can do there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go into Aweber, and what you would do here is just click on Web Forms. Let me go ahead and restart this over here just to give you an example. If you haven't created a web form, just click on Create Web Form, and there's a 3-step wizard in Aweber that will walk you through this process. Now if you need a video tutorial on this, I've got a 10-day bootcamp at johnmorose.com. Simply opt in there. I've got video tutorials all about that stuff as well. Alright, so we're just going to click on Facebook 10-day because I've already created this. As you can see, I've got an opt-in form here. I'm going to go ahead and go to Publish. And here you want to grab the raw HTML version. So again, I clicked on Web Forms, created the web form in the 3-step wizard, and then I clicked on Publish, and then I'm grabbing the raw HTML. So I'll click here, I'm going to press Control-C for copy. I'm going to go back over here, and let's paste that in there. Okay, now we're going to save this, and as you can see, we're going to view your tab as a fan, and here's the opt-in form. So that's not real pretty, obviously, because I don't have pictures or anything up there. So let me give you an example here. Here's a code that I did, and don't get scared of the code. All this code is the code that we just grabbed from Aweber. But I've added a couple images up top as well. So let's go back one more time, and let's replace this here. Okay, so I just pasted that in, and now let's go ahead and save this and view it. So as you can see, after I put the code in here, I've got a whole bunch of pictures right here. I've got a video that can play, got all the text that I need. This is all images right here as well, and then the opt-in form below. So that's what happens when you get everything organized. You put it into that little area. And this is pretty neat here. This is how you actually blur out your image, and a lot of people have been asking this. So for this I use a tool called Snagit. I think there's a free version of this at jingproject.com. So I believe you can use that there. I'll leave a note below this video as well. But what you do here is I'm going to grab Snagit. I'm going to take a screenshot right here of the page, and I'll just go down to right here. Now Snagit's going to open back up, and what I'll do here is just take Draw, and let's grab this little area right here, and I'm going to go over to Image and click on Blur, and as you can see I blurred out the area where it says Play Video. So I'm just going to save this to my desktop. I've actually already saved it, and from here what I would do, if you have a blog, what you would want to do here is go to Media, Add New, and then just upload that image to your blog. So you'll have your own image uploaded to your own server. If you don't have a blog, you can go to a website called photobucket.com, upload that image, and they're going to give you a URL kind of like this. So here's the URL that you're going to get back, for example, and that's where your image is. So let's see, right here. Okay, so all you need to do is in front of this URL right here is type in this short code, which is img space src equals, paste in your URL, and close it off. You don't have to have the alt here. Then just close it off with that little area right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this area right here. I'm going to go back to the application right here, and as you can see, I've got everything I want down there. I'm going to paste in this little area right here, and let's save it. So what happens here is I'm going to view my page as if I were a non-fan, and you can see it's all blurred out here. Okay, so as soon as somebody clicks like, then it will go to the other page, as you can see here. So when I actually view it as a fan, so it would go back to this page. Alright, so that's how it's done. It's really actually quite easy to do. I know that it looks like there's a little bit of coding involved here, but really all you have to do is just remember you want to go for static HTML iframe tabs, and that's really it when it comes to getting your own capture page or landing page online using Facebook. Other than that, a few quick notes that you might want to remember. After you've done all this here, you can go back to edit page and just fill in your basic information. You've got your settings here that you can go through and send notifications, manage permissions, all that kind of stuff. And right afterwards, just send it out to your group. You'll also find that you're going to need about 30 likes to get your own custom URL. So instead of it being like facebook.com/pages, test page, whatever it might be, you can actually get your own URL, which would be facebook.com/your name, whatever it might be there, whatever you choose. And to do that, you need 30 likes. And after you get 30 likes, you just go to this URL right here called facebook.com/username, and that will enable you to get your own URL for your Facebook page. After that, it really just comes up to your own creativity and marketing. You can even tap into Facebook PPC or whatever you might to get some exposure to your page. But that's pretty much it. I've got an example of a page right here. I actually don't have the blurred one there right now, but you can actually get an example of how it would look. So it's johnmorose.com/FB. Alright guys, I hope this tutorial really helped out. If so, be sure to leave a comment. You have any questions or suggestions below, and I'm looking forward to seeing your pages. Okay guys, John Morose here. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.